Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? We are going to be doing something interesting. The Sony State of Play actually just finished up a few hours ago. I was working, of course, but I had it up. Don't tell my boss. While I was working, and I was watching some things, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that sucks. So I thought it'd be cool to kind of go back through this and kind of not really react because everyone does that, but go back and just kind of rate each one of these presentations as a win, meaning they did a good job, or a loss, meaning, or lose, meaning that I did not like it, basically, is just the case in point on that. And it's my opinion, and my opinion is the only one that matters because it's my stream. So I thought that would be a cool thing to do. I didn't see a title card for this, though. Is this Payday 3? Or is it something a little bit different? This game, I mean, it's all cinematic. It's all CGI. So that's the problem with a lot of these releases, is like you could have really good cinematics and CGI, but you don't really know what the core game is going to look like or feel like. Like they're showing these elements, but we don't know what's all going to be there. I'm not trying to be pessimistic or a dick, but that's just the case with these things, right? And everything's kind of got like that. Fair game is what it's called. Fair games. Take it till you make it. All right, so this has kind of got that like Watchdog. Let's go ahead and pause it because that's that. So it's kind of like, not pause. It's got that Watchdog, Payday, Saints Row kind of vibe to it. I don't know. Like I said, you can't really judge something just based on its artistic look in the cinematic trailer that doesn't actually show any gameplay. So I'm gonna give this a loss. I know it's a hot take just to start off with a loss, but I don't know anything about this game. This didn't really tell me anything except that we're heisting. I don't know what the gameplay's about. So yeah, we're gonna go with a loss on this one. This is definitely the voice actor from Rick and Morty, right? The guy that voice acts Jerry. I need to know his name because he's in everything. I hear his voice. It's a very distinct voice. He's in a lot of other voiceover work. It's not just Rick and Morty. It's kind of cringe that that's my go-to, but I think this was a pretty smart trailer. It's kind of got that like, hey, join us, be brave. This is what the United States does. They try to make war and army and all that kind of shit look cool. Right? How's the volume on this, by the way? Let me make sure. It might be a little bit too loud. See how it says like some camera angles might be adjusted for the trailer? Like that's okay because that's showing us that this is in engine, right? And it doesn't look bad. It honestly doesn't. Yeah, I mean it's not my type of game for sure. But when it comes down to how they're advertising it, the intro trailer was pretty good. I'm getting the aesthetic, the vibe that they're trying to do. Join us, the Helldivers. I never played Helldivers 1, so I don't know anything about this game, but Helldivers 2 is this game. And I'm going to give it a W. I'm going to give it a win. I think they did a good job. What one was this? EA, boo. We don't like EA. Microtransaction Factory. EA Sports Factory. Yeah, this one, there was just too much going on for me. It's like the EA version of Forspoken is the best way I can describe this. And it's like, ooh, look at the flashy colors. Ooh, look at the graphics. But like, what is actually going on here? Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. Aviom. It's got one of those titles, generic EA titles, so yeah, it's not my thing. The music in this is pretty cool. I like the beat that's dropping here. Let's take a look. No, it's some driving game. With the aesthetic of Destiny and kind of like a... Oh, what's up? Ghost Runner 2. So, once again, I'm not familiar with the original IP, Ghost Runner. It looked a little bit like Mirror's Edge meets like the art style of like Destiny and the game that everyone didn't like at launch but now loves it, even though they released a really, really broken game. It's escaping me right now. Cyberpunk. So it's got like that cyberpunk aesthetic, almost like a super hot kind of movement with like the swords and stuff. I know that's not a good analogy because super hot, it's like you have to stay still in order for the enemies not to move at you. But I don't know. The gameplay looked pretty cool. The beat that dropped got me hyped. I'm gonna give it a win. This game looked incredible. I actually think this inspired me to actually do this for stream. When I was sitting there working, looked up at the screen and saw this, I was like, okay, like this is like one of those basic like Dark Soul-esque games, but this game looks really, really cool, really, really interesting. The aesthetic, the art style. Since I was working, I didn't get a full look at it, so let's go ahead and do that now. It's definitely got like that Bloodborne vibe. Like that looks so cool. And I know everyone's just trying to be the next Dark Souls games, but like if you can do it well and add your own little flavor and twist to it. Yeah, that's cool. Like, if you're actually doing this, if this is actually, like, the combat in the game, like, come on, I'm all about that. It looks so stylized. The blood just pops out with the you know, the grayscale backdrop, almost. Yeah, this is definitely going to be, like, one of those Dark Souls sort of inspired games, but I'm all about it. I've never played Dark Souls or anything like that. I'll definitely be eager to see what the reviews are for this game. It's got like this cannon, like that's insane. Like it's actually insane. Yeah, I don't know. This one's just a straight up win for me. I think it's a win. They sold me on it. And the scene that I saw that really got me hyped, it's not even here yet. Did you see that, like, that smoke of red in the back? Like, the trail of blood? Because they were moving? That was cool, like the mist. Oh, no, it's the sword swing. Sorry. I was mistaken. The Bloodmore is a splatter type, but when he's swinging the sword around, it's kind of got, like, this light red glow. This part! Like, that's so cool! Yeah, I'm checking this game out. I'm definitely checking it out. What's it called again? Phantom Blade Zero. Okay. I don't know if this is like a reboot. I don't know if this is a sequel or if this is literally just its own thing, but it looks really, really cool. The artwork for this is really cool, like the cell shading, sorry. But it just doesn't seem like anything that would really interest me. Like, visually, yes, it's great. But as a game, honestly, you're just playing for the visuals. It looks like, I'm sure there is a demographic for this. It's like skateboarding, but with, like, these really cool set pieces. I can definitely see, like, my brother playing something like this and really getting into it. It's just not my vibe. So I'm going to give it a loss, an L. I feel like a lot of these games, you either go back or forward. We don't have like these present day games. It's either you're in like ancient time or you're forward into the future. There's no like modern day aesthetic anymore. I mean, maybe because that's just GTA. GTA just owns modern day aesthetics. Cause you gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. Talios principle. I know nothing about that. They didn't give me any real information on it. it's an L for me. It's a loss. Loss, lose. You know what I mean. Oh no. Is this the one that made me cry? This better not be the one that made me cry. I'm not doing it again. Not on stream. Not live. Oh, dang it. This is the one. This is a win. This is a W. Just from the feels alone. I know I've been like, gotta show us the gameplay. But this just... It was a whole set of emotions. The art style is gorgeous. Guys, I don't want to watch this again. The music is just amazing. Stop! I can't, man. I love animals so much. I love them more than people. I don't even give a shit. It's not supposed to be that way, but I do. Animals aren't dicks. I mean, they can be dicks, but that's just because that's what happened to them. It's like, you know, like... I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just trying not to tear up. God damn it. It got me again. And it's like that emotional manipulation and no showing of gameplay should give it an L, but I'm giving it a win. Because come on, so cute. Misses his mommy. Neva. Probably never gonna play it, but it's a W. And then it jumps. There's a huge tonal shift. And it's very jarring for the next few games that they show off. This is Cat Quest. It's some pirate cat adventure. It's got like this storybook side, like 2D. I like it for the aesthetic purposes, but as like it's just distracting. It's just a color and distraction. Pirates of the Caribbean, like it. Yeah, it's a game, but it's a lose for me. It's a lose for me. Square Enix. Is this their Splatoon ripoff? It sure is. It was about time. I didn't see Square doing this. I thought another company was going to rip off Splatoon, but it might as well be Square over anybody else. They got cute character designs.
Okay, it's a showtime.
It looks great. I mean, it's a Square Enix game. What do you expect? And it's just they shoot bubbles at each other, and it's Splatoon, so there's not really much you can. A part of me wants to give this a win just because I really like the design and the aesthetic of it, but when it comes to the lack of originality and they're not actually showing any gameplay, oh well. Now that I said that, it's Splatoon, but instead you're surfing instead of becoming a squid. Like, it just seems like it's... No. It's a lose for me because it's not going to be able to compete with Splatoon, especially since they're probably going to go for like the Battle Pass free-to-play model. Okay, yes. This game is something I am getting as soon as it comes out. Oh my gosh, this game looks so good. W. Win. This is so good. It's gonna be my next Mario Odyssey, I feel like. Like, Mario Odyssey was like just a fun adventure game that I played ridiculous amounts of time into. This looks like it's gonna be that. Not too difficult, just an all-around good time. Like, look at it! It's literally so good. This is the gameplay. Like, they're not bullshitting you with this. I think it comes out this year. Yeah, it keeps just saying 2023. That's the only thing that has me a little bit nervous, is that, like, they haven't given an actual release date yet. This completely bored me to no end. Another, like, Minecraft Lego-esque game where you just break stuff. Lose. Oh, this is Snake Eater. So, this doesn't have Kojima, right? Kojima isn't a part of this, so, no. That is a big, massive loss. Because they have not been able to make a good Metal Gear Solid game since Phantom Pain. And they kicked Kojima off, and yeah, fuck you, Konami. Fuck you. This looks like a poor man's Breath of the Wild mixed with some more darker elements. It's like, hey, do you want to play Breath of the Wild but also get to, like, make stuff? I think that's the vibe, right? You got this glider, you can go around. Where I stand on it, I saw this shot and I was like, their running animation is weird. It's like they put Monster Hunter, Breath of the Wild, and some sort of, like, other type of game together. It's like a hodgepodge of ideas. And it just doesn't look polished enough. We'll have to see. I'm giving that one a L. Oh, is this a Final Fantasy whatever? Creative Business Unit 3. If that is not the best name that you can think of for your company, Creative Business Unit 3. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I'm just going, like, back through and kind of just doing like a thumbs up, thumbs down to some of these. I think this is Final Fantasy. Yeah, I've never really been one to play Final Fantasy. I've heard good things. I have Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm more of a Kingdom Hearts guy. I know, cringe. This is a lot. It's just a lot to take in, and as someone that knows nothing about the lore or anything like that, it's a lot. So I'm going to have to, and I know people are going to roast me for this, I'm giving it a loss just because it looks flashy, it looks cool, but there's nothing about it that I can really... It's so much. Maybe I'm just too much of a boomer these days. I don't know. OCD boomer. OCDsaster. Alright, so this is a horror game. And I knew exactly what it was once the subtitles said Alan. I was like, only one person is allowed to be named Alan in a video game. And that is Alan Wake. And it's hilarious that I knew what it was. I've never played or seen anything about Alan Wake. So I can't definitively say whether or not... Let's just, I mean, I love horror. I love the aesthetic. I love horror games when they're done right. This seems intriguing. I mean, it looks great. It's got, like, that Resident Evil, the newer Resident Evil vibe to it. That look and that feel, which I don't know if that's inspired or if that means they're just being lazy. Yeah, I'm going to give this a win. Resident Evil 4 DLC. Alan Wake 2. He's Alan Wake the second. No, it does look good. I will definitely look at the reviews, and if they say it's a good game, I will most likely play it. Who pre-orders anymore? All right, let me... Oh, no. Unless you know it's a franchise that you're, like, devoted to, who pre-orders anymore? Like, me, for example, if there's pre-orders for Smash or pre-orders for, like, Kingdom Hearts, instant for me. Because I'm an avid, loyal fan. I'm a shill for those games. I don't even care. Like, call me what you want. Like, those are the two brands that I'll just, like, no matter what, I will take. Here's my money. Anything else, I'm going to wait to the day of release, or I'm going to wait until reviews come out. Pre-order bonuses, exactly. Like, fuck them. I stopped pre-ordering after Gen 4 remakes. Yeah, like... they're kind of a scam almost. They're just like an assurance policy or an insurance policy for the gaming companies. People like I can't get behind it now. I was talking to my one friend, my best friend. He used to pre-order everything. I'm not even kidding. Like absolutely everything. And then after games got a little bit pricier and after games started getting released half-baked, he's like, I can't do it anymore. He's like, sure, for some games I'll pre-order, but rarely any anymore. Pokemon as a whole, maybe he's not I think that's what he said actually was it, too, was Pokemon, believe it or not. Because the quality is just down the shitter, even though it made the same amount of money as Tears of the Kingdom in the first few days of release. How insane is that? I went in a little bit of a rant on that in my video that I released earlier today on YouTube. But, yeah, it's insane. And then we have Assassin's Creed. When have we ever trusted Ubisoft with anything anymore? You can, of course, pre-order it for a bunch of bonuses. There's going to be so many, like, there's probably like Ultimate Deluxe Edition where you put down $200. Collector's Edition is like $580. It's probably going to be in the thousands, actually, knowing Ubisoft. I've never played Assassin's Creed. It does look like they're trying to go back to more of the basics, but, I mean, from what it looks like, it's mostly boring. And they were showing him do these things, and it's like, okay, and then it shows a little bit of combat, and I'm just like, it's boring. Like, sure, maybe being in the world playing it will be great, but watching it is super boring. Like, watch this. Okay? How many times have we done these takedowns in different video games? Like Arkham. Like Batman, the Arkham Asylum games, and he walked in the door, and oh, look, now he's doing... It's not... There's nothing unique here. GTA but Ninja, exactly. And it's like, all this is just like, you're not doing this, it's just generated. Yeah, it's a loss for me, it's a lose. I don't trust Ubisoft enough. They just want your money. I mean, all these companies do, but some of them actually care about their fans. Alright, so this game is going to get a lose as well, because it doesn't do anything except show the art aesthetic. And we've kind of seen that a lot in the state of play, which is fine, but like, I mean, there's a woman burning to the stake with witches dancing in the background. Like, it has me intrigued, right? It has me very intrigued. And now that I'm looking at it a second time and I'm not like working on my laptop and just like glancing up at it, it could be good, but there's not enough here. So I'm going to have to give it a lose, but I am keeping my eye out on Revenant Hill. Rise Together, whatever that means. I have a PS5. I'm cool now. So we're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, story games I'm fine with, but it's got to really have that it factor, that wow factor. And the art style can't just be the only thing. I honestly forgot that this wasn't a state of play, and I did think this was Xenoblade for a second. This looks generic as hell. Like I said, everything kind of goes between like the Xenoblade anime, Monster Hunter kind of look. It's either really cool and stylized the games are, or they're all like kind of the same. This is boring. This is definitely an L for me, a loss, a lose. This is another Capcom game. They had a few games presented. Capcom's been doing big things. Oh, this is Street Fighter, that's right. I don't know how I feel about this. Because it looks nice. It's Street Fighter, but then at the very end they hit you with the... Where is it? And people are going to say, oh, they have to, it's the new business model. But like... It looks clean, it looks polished, it looks like it's going to be fun. look at if you pre-order. Look at all this bonus content you can get. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is that 6 different fighters? I don't know. This part kind of made me like roll my eyes a little bit, but besides that, I'm gonna give this a W. I'm gonna give this a win. I just Look at all this. PlayStation Store exclusive. I guess you get exclusive banners and profiles too. Fighter Fighter Pass but bad. Yeah, I mean, just make it DLC. Once again, a super stylized game. But what is the gameplay? What is the aesthetic behind it? And it's a lot. Like, these colors do a lot for me, and it's not necessarily a good thing. It's like a Castlevania, Metroidvania kind of style game. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is gonna be a lose for me. It's not enough to make me go, wow. Like, I can't wait for this game to come out. Nope. Moving on. Oh, yeah. This, I was like, as soon as this happened, I was like, oh, this is a gacha game. This is 100% a gacha game. And I was right. I was 100% right once the title card splashed. I was like, there's no way this isn't a gacha game. You got the anime girl, you got the anime titties, like... yeah. And then it's like the gameplay and stuff, they show the cinematics. Shit impact. Close. You're actually very close. It's Tower of Fantasy, I think. But yeah, it's a gacha game, so it's automatically a big fat lose in my book. This was the other oh, it was the Dragon's Dogma. I have no idea what this game is. They do definitely look the same. Dragon's Dogma 2, never played the original. I'm not interested. There's a lion guy, so I guess it's like a furry's game. Furry baby's first game, I don't know. It's just a lot of flashy flash. I don't need the flashy flash. Genshin minus the lol. Yeah, and then you have they did the Genshin minus the lollies, so they have the weebs, and now they have the furries for this game. I mean, it looks good, like graphically, but that's like everything should be good now. The way technology is advanced, you're fighting I don't know. It's just not enough for me. They high-fived. I guess that was cool. Now Medusa, more titties. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's really to show off they want people to buy a PS5 because of the graphics and all that stuff. So it's an L for me. Sorry, Dragon's Dogma. Oh, sorry, Dragon's Dogma. We're gonna go from Dragon's Dogma 2 to this. I don't want to fast forward too much.
Welcome back for another week of career fulfillment and minimal social interaction. We know how challenging it can be to find a place where you feel that you truly belong, and to find a job that treats you mostly with respect and only infrequently with contempt. For that reason, we are excited to inform you that you did an adequate enough job the first time around to have you back. Also, there were no other applicants. So strap yourself in and get motivated to an appropriate degree. Because you ain't seen nothing yet.
But overall, it's gonna be a lose because it doesn't really show anything. It's more just like teasing that it's on its way. I can't really give any merit to it. And like I said, I'm very concerned with Steel's capability of producing a good game. We'll have to see. It's a real hard. We'll have to see. Silly, scary, furry game. Go burr. Exactly. Oh wait, did they do a Resident Evil VR? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's no way, right? Look at this. This isn't... Bro, wait a second. Wait a second. This is, right? I don't know what to say. I drooled a little bit right there. Yeah. Oh man, that's awesome. Okay, I'm laughing though because they don't know what to do. They're like, oh crap, we're making all these remakes and they're all doing really well, but we're running out of remakes. We're running out of things to do. Let's just throw out Resident Evil 4 remake for VR now. Because they're getting too close to... Because what are they going to do with Resident Evil like 5 and 6? Like, those games are absolute ass. So how are they going to remake those to be actually good? So now they're running out of, like, we can't just do the remake money machine. But this looks hype. Like, I don't have a VR set, but if I did, oh, that's a huge win right here. Oh, that is actually... Like, look at this. Like, actually look at this. It's like they incorporated, like, you know there's, like, found footage, like, Unreal Engine kind of stuff that they've been showing off? Like, that's what this looks like. And the fact that I could tell, I mean, it did say Capcom, but, like, up until this scene, I was just assuming, and then I was like, this confirmed it. This is 100% Resident Evil. This is the way... Okay, so... now I'm gushing a little bit. The zombie genre has been in such dire need of innovation, in such dire need of a retool, because in my personal opinion, Left 4 Dead 2 was like the last good co-op zombie experience, and that game came out in how long ago? Like, hold on. Left 4 Dead 2. That came out in 2013. Wait, hold on. Left 4 Dead is a 2009. 2009? Wow. Wow. Yeah. But, like, ever since then, we've got our Dead Islands. We've got our, like, makeshift, like, wannabes. But, like, this will change the game. Like, actually a VR zombie game. No, like, come on. That's awesome. And so, you know, if this is successful, they're going to go back and do Resident Evil Remake VR mode, Resident Evil 2 Remake VR mode, Resident Evil 3. They're just going to be like, all right, how much more can we just reprint the franchise? Let's go, let's go, let's go. But, I mean, if it works, it works.
Oh, forgive me, Father.
What's this? I didn't see any of the VR stuff. This guy sounds like the scout from Team Fortress 2.
Everything started 2 years ago.
Oh, is that another zombie? Oh, God.
Ever since then, it's like I see his face everywhere. And lately, I've started to develop some destructive tendencies.
What the hell? Are we already gonna burn out the zombie genre with VR? I thought This looks really good. The graphics look amazing.
I guess I get a little overprotective.
No, okay, I'm down with this.
Okay, very overprotective. Now, I'd love to sit here all day, chew your ear off.
Is this actual gameplay, though?
But as you know, time waits for no man. Catch you later, Freddy. Who's a good boy?
Arizona Sunshine 2. Never played Arizona Sunshine.
Like today's gonna be a school.
Was that all rendered, though? Did it say at the beginning? Oh, no. Did I go all the way back? No way. Oh, my God. Okay. Not actual gameplay. All right. It's a lose. It was all rendered. You can't go off of that. You have to go off the gameplay footage, especially for VR. Especially for VR. This looks kind of lame. honestly. This doesn't really look all too... I think the problem is we've been spoiled. We've been spoiled with all that found footage looking quality stuff that this is just kind of like Crossfire Sierra Squad. I don't know. It just looks like a generic like shooting game. I'm gonna give it a loss. It's a lose. I keep saying loss. Lose. Lose. That's the name of the series. Win or lose. It's lose. Not lost. Not lost. Lose. I don't know why it's so weird for me to just say lose. Yeah, these VR games are going to be hard to judge because it's like, I, one, don't have a VR set, so I'm not the market for it, and then two, it's like, looks like there's only so much you can do with VR, right?
They've gone dark. I don't have to remind you what's at stake here.
What is at
We
stake?
need that intel by any means necessary. He's connected to a mind synchronization.
Walking simulator,
Cutting edge.
walking with gun simulator. Oh?
Yet another man to slaughter.
Okay.
Oh, come on,
Now I'm a tad bit intrigued.
see what you're made of.
Hold up. End dreams.
Impressive. I'll admit.
Okay. I definitely...
This is my mind. My war.
You thought that was an iPhone? No, I got you. It's the iPhone Plus. Run through it. Okay, this is kind of like the evolution for Super Hot. This actually looks kind of fun. Like if I was actually doing these things, yeah.
You're a threat to me.
And this looks like gameplay stuff. This doesn't just look like rendered, altered stuff. Synapse. Okay, that's a W. That's a win. That looks good. I'm okay with that. At first I was like, I don't know, but then once we got into that world, Beat Saber. I don't think I can even play this because it's can't stop me. Yeah, we get it. Beat Saber. That's just Beat Saber. Do I have to rate that one a win or lose? You guys can be the side of that because the game's already been out. It's probably just more songs. It's not really intuitive. What in the frick? I don't really like that. Bungie? Boo. Boo. Bungie, boo. They killed Halo, right? That's Bungie. I'm getting that right. Microsoft. Okay, alright, fair enough. But doesn't Microsoft own Bungie now? Isn't that what? No, it was 343. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Bungie. I apologize. I still don't know what's going on, though. I mean, that's a cool shot, but that doesn't tell me anything about the game. Destiny 1. Oh, okay. It's all shaking my... Yeah, Bungie does Destiny 2. It does really well. Oh, you did? Thanks for watching, man. I was Marathon. It gave me nothing. It's a lose. It's an L. Oh, they wanted to let us know that Bungie made this, by the way. They did at the beginning and at the end. So, guys, Bungie. Play the game Bungie. I mean, Marathon by Bungie. Not actual gameplay. So, this is going to be a lose. Because that's basically what we've been... Oh, is this Destiny? Now, this is Destiny. Okay, so the last one was Bungie, and then this one is Bungie. A lot of people say Destiny 2 is pretty dang good. I feel like I'm too late to the game to get into it. Plus, it's a live service game, so I don't really tend to trust those anymore based off of what we've been talking about. But, yeah, if they don't show us gameplay, I can't judge it, and it's going to be a L. I mean, it looks good. Those are some good renders. This looks so good. I think Starfield is exclusive though, right? Concord. Yeah, I think Starfield's an Xbox. It's their only release that they're. But that Okay, I have to give it a lose because they didn't show us anything about the game. They didn't show us anything about in-engine stuff. But can we talk about those graphics real quick? That shit look good.
No.
Not you, Destiny. I'm kind of blown away. I'm not even gonna front. If it was based off a presentation alone, it would be a W. It looks so good. And I can't stop looking at that burger. You got like a bobblehead thing. Like, this looks like it came out of a movie. Yeah, renders are renders though, so. There's this crazy thing. I don't know if I can react to them on here, but I've been watching a lot of Corridor and Corridor Crew, and they literally just uploaded a video about how they click 3 buttons and they automatically render in models that go over like actors, and a guy made a short movie, I think it's like a 10-minute short in a week, and it has like all the special effects and stuff that you would see in a higher budget thing. It's crazy what technology is getting to these days. It's insane. It's scary, but it's also really exciting. Oh no, my bad. Yeah, Bungie. The Bungie presentation, everybody. Sorry about that. Oh, the burger again. The burger gets me so excited! Alright, I'll keep my eye out on Concord. I gotta see some gameplay though. I gotta hear some things before. It says to PS5 and PC. So PC needs to be working just as well as PS5, if not better. Otherwise... Wait, are they doing a movie trailer in... Okay, I can't watch this on stream. They're gonna pound me with... So the Gran Turismo game, movie, shit. It looks promising, honestly. I'm not huge into cars. I'm not huge into that kind of stuff. But I saw the trailer. I will say this. The trailer shows too much. Definitely, I wish they would have pulled back on the trailer. They do it all the time with these movies now. If they would have pulled that back a little bit, I would be really intrigued to see this movie. They did show off a little bit too much, which sucks. But I will be waiting for the reviews for Gran Turismo. And if they're good, I will go see it because it seems intriguing. And it's based off, I think it's like a pseudo-true story. Like, there's a true story and they kind of like have some liberties with it, as most movies do. I don't know. It should be interesting, to say the least. I need to see more movies because I used to solely watch superhero movies and I'm getting burned by those. So, Guardians 3 is good, though. Guardians 3 is good. That's all I'm going to say. Moving on. So I guess it's a lose for that? Okay.
Before we get into our final game,
Mm-hmm.
I have a few announcements to share.
Ooh.
PlayStation
Can you guys hear okay?
is our passion.
Are we good on the volume?
Later this year, we will launch a dedicated device that enables you to stream any game from your PS5 console using remote play or the Wi-Fi.
Oh my god. Project Q. It looks like... Okay, alright. Give me a second. Hold on. Oh, my contact's about to fall out from watering so much. Positive Shore commercial. That, it might force Nintendo to actually start paying attention and really start innovating. It's Google Stadia for your PlayStation. I'm so glad they decided to show this stuff at the very end, because if they rolled out with this at the beginning, everyone would have immediately stopped watching the live stream. Who wants to be out in public rocking the PS5? I know people are going to be so mad at me for saying this. But I gotta do it. They're a lose. They're both a lose. Sorry, guys. I know if you're really excited for Project Q, if you're really excited for the Sony earphone. You know what the weird part is? I know people. And I'm not trying to call anybody out right now, but I know people that just because it's like a big company, a big corporation, they're praising this stuff right now. They're like clapping. I bet if I go on and watch this certain person's live stream of a reaction of this, they're excited for this. And then good on them. If that's what brings them value and entertainment, I can't judge them for that. Oh, I saw this. Okay, all right. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Spider-Man 2. It looks like they are up. So when I think sequel, right, I'm looking for a few things. I want everything to be up the ante. I want the graphics to be improved upon. I want the gameplay to be improved upon. I want the story to be improved upon. I want there to be innovation. I want there to be growth from the original. Do I give it? I'm going to give it a win. I am excited for it. I think that it has potential to be amazing. Overall, the presentation of the Sony State of Play was really good. We had some stinkers. We had some really good things in there. I wasn't so super like, oh my god, this is crazy to anything. But I was intrigued by a lot. So I will give this State of Play a win. If I had to number score the entirety of the State of Play, 6.5 or 7 out of 10. I think it did a good job with that. Like I said, there were some tonal shifts and changes in there, and not a lot of games showed actual gameplay. But that's my take on the State of Play. Yeah, that's going to wrap up this win or lose. What did you guys think? What games did you like to see? What games did you think were stinkers? What do you agree with or disagree with that I gave a win or a loss, lose, however I was calling it throughout the whole thing? I am eager to hear your thoughts and your opinions. It doesn't have to be the same as mine. People can have difference of opinions and not get into screaming matches, unlike what Twitter makes you think.